it's just me and you. I just wanted to
Oh,
do a
okay.
little thing, but won't keep you on long. Hello,
I got an
everyone.
hour.
Hope you're all well. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is well on these troubled times all over the world. It's not easy. We've had the Prime Minister coming out now saying that we may have to go into. Not actually. Who was it? There's people going around saying we might be going in lockdown in the UK. Glenn, welcome, Glenn. Welcome
Thank you.
back.
Absolutely my pleasure, Claude. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
It's absolutely my pleasure. I will do anything to
What
get
time is it over? What time is it over there in the States now? What time is it now?
6:22. We're 4 hours behind you till you change your clocks at the end of the month.
All right, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've got to change the clocks again, haven't we? I forgot about that. Yeah, right. Yeah, so Glenn, can you explain the situation over in the US? Is there a lockdown over there, or?
I would explain it this way. First off, thank you, Claude, for having me on the show because of
Pleasure.
this virus, I would do almost anything to get away from my wife and kids right now. My kids are off till the end of the month. My wife is working from home. So, yeah, that angle, I'm sure a lot of people are sick of their spouses and significant others right now. I'm the one designated to go out to get stuff since everybody's home. And the people just have panicked. I expected it. Shelves bare of the most ridiculous things besides toilet paper, paper towels. I'm sure it's the same everywhere. People are the Gatorade aisle was empty. I'm like, Gatorade? People just buy more than they need and they're selfish. I'm sure it's that way. I'm sure it's that way where you are.
Yeah, I just got this one just coming in. Sorry, mate. Do you want Megan to be two-footed in you? Oh, this is from Bench. Thank you for the donation, Bench. Yeah, that's the woman footballer, isn't it?
Yeah, she just says what's on her mind and always gets in trouble. I have no comment on that.
She's the one that wants equal pay, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, are you gonna try to sucker me into that conversation, Claude? I really don't want to have that conversation.
I think there's more important things to think about at the
moment. Oh my God, you're trying to get me in trouble.
Ben, so what is it? There's no lockdown over there, is there? Is there
no, just schools closed and stores are closing sooner. I'm married with kids, so I don't know if the bars are open, but I can't imagine anyone wanting. Oh, pubs! I can't imagine anyone wanting to, go to anything like that right now.
Yeah. So what? It's I don't know. What's the number? Is there quite a lot of deaths over there, or is there a lot? Is it?
Well,
I heard something. Someone was telling me that Trump is closing borders to lots of places in Europe. Is that right?
Now you're gonna try and suck me into politics.
No, I'm not asking. No, I'm just saying. I'm not going to get you involved in that. I'm just saying. Is it true that there is the border? He's shut the borders off to certain countries.
Yeah, it's everybody except the UK. So if you want to come over, I don't know why you guys are so special, but I mean you have it too. No, I know why. Don't take that the wrong way. But you guys can come here, but you don't want to. Trust me. It's the same panic here. I hear that nothing's even going to settle down for another 12 weeks. That's the thing that I'm hearing.
Yeah.
From when I look at it. Oh, and in New York City, they are thinking of closing every store except pharmacies and grocery stores. But that hasn't happened yet.
Evening to our friend from Los Angeles, from Lawrence Emmanuel. Good evening, Lawrence. Hope you're well, mate.
Hi, Lawrence.
Lawrence is he's a big Arsenal fan, Glenn, who used to live over in England. He used to go home. He used to go all the games over here. Then he had to move to America, and he's now living in Los Angeles. Let me tell you, he doesn't send Christmas cards to Stan Kroenke, that's for sure. Anyway, what was I going to say? There we
We
go.
were talking about New York City, thinking about closing stores, except for pharmacies and supermarkets. That's what we're talking about. And if you wanted to travel to the United States, you could come here, but nobody else.
Well, I can. I think you're very. I mean, I'm okay, but there are very strict restrictions now on. If you've got any sort of criminal records, you can't go to the States. You know that.
Yeah. Can
They're
I
very
answer that?
strict on that.
Can I answer that question you posted there, Glenn?
Oh
Your
yeah,
views
of
on
course,
it?
yeah. Sorry, I'll just put that down because someone wanted to ask you that. Your views on Arteta.
My views on Arteta actually mirrored Claude. I was when troops came to America. I went to see him, and he had this whole TV crew with him. And that was the question they asked me: "How do I feel about Arteta?" And I said, to quote Claude, setting up. What was your line again? Setting up the cones for Pep. So I felt like an idiot because after Arteta's first press conference, I was on board with him.
Now you
But
know what
you
it
got
is.
me in trouble because the first thing that came to my mind was the greatest line of the year, setting up cones for Pep. And I gave you credit, my friend.
Do you know what? Do you know what I'm saying? I went from that, and I must admit, when I thought, because I thought, and I'm going to be honest with you, when I went after Emery, I just wanted someone with a background of experience of winning trophies. You know,
Me
someone that,
too.
right? And to be honest with you, but I'm going to give out. I said when I first saw his first press conference, I was impressed, like you yourself. I was, but what he was saying. But talk is cheap at the end of the day. I thought talk is cheap. So what I was going to say, let's, because he has come into a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. Let's give him till the summer, see what he does, see if he's up to the chat, what he's been saying, and what he's going to do. This, whoever he doesn't like is going out the door, and all this. Let's see. Well, I want to see in the summer if these players who are not up to the standard, whether they're still here or not. You know, but I agree with you. I did say that, and I'm sorry to have put you in it, Glenn. But never mind. Never always.
Every time I think of
Never
that,
always.
you are.
Sometimes the voice of reason. Sometimes he does stumble just that slightly bit. Let's get this. What's this, Nick? Sorry, I've got to answer these because these people are putting super chats. Thank you, Nick, for that. Evening, chaps. Hope you're all well and staying safe. Thank you very much, Nick. I'm sure. Glenn looks very safe to me over there.
Are you? Have you kept yourself in the house, Claude, or have you had to go out?
No, you know what? I've got this motto. Yeah, I know, and I shouldn't be saying this. I've got this thing on my mind. I think to myself, look, we have to live every day by day, and I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go. I'm not, be a bit more, be streetwise. But what's the point of keeping yourself completely locked up? What for? You might as well be dead anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. Are you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just, maybe I'm wrong, but I think maybe the panic button is starting to hit too much. But I know it's a horrible thing that's going on. But are we overdoing it?
Of course, Claude, of course. If you're talking about, I'm sorry to not talk about football. Just let me say this one thing. The media hypes everything because they want people to watch. The media is my wife came up to me a few hours ago. She's like, I can't take this anymore. I said, turn off the effing TV. So, yes, it's overhyped. Just be careful. I mean, is your subway open? I mean, is the tube open there?
At the moment, but there's talk about that. That could be restricting services later on in the week. There's a lot of rumours going on that we could be locked down by the end of the week over here. So,
okay, Mr. Brave. Wait, I got a question for you, Mr. Brave. I'm going out. F it. Would you go in the tube right now?
Yeah. By the way, there's Curtis Shaw, man.
Hi, Curtis.
Yeah, a striker. A striker that can hardly hit. Well, he's a good striker. Yeah, he's not a bad striker. But in the final, I mean, he should have scored that second one, mate. And maybe I might have not got sent off. But all the best, Curtis. I'll speak to you soon, mate.
Don't avoid the question. Don't avoid the question. Slamming poor Curtis when he can't answer back. I want to know if you would go in the tube right now, Mister. I go out. I live day by day. Would you go?
No, I've been on the tube. I've been on the tube in the last few days.
All right, fine.
No, I've been on. No, listen. I must admit, I have to. Mind you, I've always everyone told me wash your hands. I always wash my hands anyway. Whether but now I'm even washing them about 3 times over now because the way it's getting my.
I got you there. I wash my hands, then I put on the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, the hand sanitizer, but isn't soap just it's not enough then? Soap, just normal soap as well. I know they're going on about this hand sanitizer. What was it? Isn't soap just the same? Effect?
Yeah. All right, now you sound like my wife. They're both the same. All right, whatever. Now, what we're talking. All right, you said you'd go in the subway, so that's 1 point for Claude. Wrong again, Glenn. All right. Next question.
Dick. Let's have a few comments. Apparently, Curtis Shaw says he carried our team. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he did actually. He did win us a few games on his own.
Claude, may I ask you a question while you're looking?
Yeah, go on, Glenn.
If the now Europa has moved everything. Not Europa. They moved the thing to next year. I can't think right now. If the season is suspended, here's my question. Forget everything else. If the season is suspended, does Liverpool get the title? In your opinion?
Well, they deserve it. In my opinion, they deserve it.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping. Right, but now I think it's a good sign. Actually, I think the Premier League done very well here to just delay it. I think we would have been a bit too hesitant, too hasty for me to avoid the whole season now. After all the work that everyone's put in this season, I feel that come April. I mean, listen, the Euros have now been the international tournament has been cancelled.
It's been moved to next year. That's what I was trying to say before.
In that way, I think they're giving time maybe I think that's probably done so that the leagues could finish their leagues off. If it goes to July, then they have maybe a 6-week break. We start the next season later. Let's hope we can do that.
Yeah, actually, the Euros, that in their statement, they said they're doing that partly for the reason so the teams in the other leagues can finish their seasons. So I found that like a little ray nugget of happiness right there, that they said that in the statement. We're moving it to next year so these leagues can finish their seasons. It doesn't mean they're going to finish their seasons, but at least there's a little opening if this thing clears up sooner rather than later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that, I mean, the MLS obviously is. But mind you, they're not playing. They wouldn't be playing now anyway, would they?
No. Who knows?
That's all finished. Then that's all finished ages ago, isn't it?
No, the MLS. They just started their season. My wife told me, "Hey, MLS postponed their season." I said to her, "What if someone postponed their season and nobody noticed?" I didn't. They did. Everything is. There's nothing to watch here. Absolutely nothing to watch. Thank goodness.
Oh, look, Lawrence Saladil said, Glenn looks like a Yank version of Ty with that hat and headphones.
Ah. I want to change now. All right. You asked for it now, mister. Go ahead, Claude. I'm listening.
No, you don't have to change. What? Because that's a compliment.
You know why I want to change? Because he's fucking right.
No.
Yeah, how you like that now? Leftover hat from Disney World when my kids were little.
Oh, right.
They got this for Dad.
Oh, right. What's that? What's the hat say?
Grumpy.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go, Lawrence. So
if you're grumpy, you must be the US version of me then.
Oh, I definitely am. But you're way smart. You're way smarter. The way you pointed out Unai Emery right away for everything he was. Oh man, not worthy, dude. Not worthy. I thought you were crazy. I'm like, he's too negative. He's too negative. I didn't yell at you on Twitter like hundreds of other people, but you turned out to be right.
Yeah, Graham Brooks. You know Graham Brooks, didn't you? You must have seen Graham Brooks on Same Old Arsenal. He's sent you a message.
Oh, I love him. I
You know
love
Graham
Graham.
Brooks. He's the one that does all the tactical. He knows all the. He gives all the tactical knowledge on the game. And he says, "You keep going, mate, and Ty might have a rival."
I changed the hat. Look, I'm not wearing it anymore.
No,
Come on.
exactly. I don't know.
You know, Ty has his look. There's no way. There's no way.
So, Glenn, what do you think is a fair solution now? Because
I can tell you right now, if the season,
we don't want the season to. We don't. But how would you, if we can't carry on and it goes into September and people are still running around in panic, and we're still in, no go. How would you settle all this? I mean, What was your best solution? Me, I mean, I would put the points from this season onto next season, and then that way we've got a fair way for the next season. So, like the teams like Leeds start off, although they don't come out automatically, they start next season. They have an advantage. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or Liverpool have that advantage, and the next season, rather than the whole bit it taken away completely from Liverpool. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But how would you see it?
All right, I can only partially answer your question. Liverpool gets the title. As far as who gets relegated, the bottom 4 teams in the Premier League have a playoff to see the 3 that go down. Europa League, I don't give a crap. Champions League, I'm not sure. But that's the way I'd settle the Premier League. By having the bottom 4 have a playoff to see the 3 that go down and give Liverpool the title. I don't know how you decide Champions League.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about your way is that, are you saying that like there's no fresh start? The season will start with us 1,000 points behind Liverpool?
Well, no. What I'm trying to say is the teams that have the games in hand, right? For example, they give them the 3 points. This is how I say it, all right?
Okay.
So when we start the next season, you put their points to what they've got, right, already on the table. So let's say Liverpool. Now they've played their 20. They've got 84. They start with 84 points. We're like, what's it? 8? No, how many points Liverpool got at the moment? I'm going.
You want me to multitask?
26 wins, isn't it? 26 wins out of 28, isn't it?
They're a mile ahead of everybody. Why do we care how many wins they have? We know they're going to
20. I'm just trying to say how many points they've got at the moment. I don't know. Anyway, they've played 28 or 29 games.
Premier League standings.
Right, let's see here we go.
My phone does that.
What I'm trying to say.
All right, I got it right in front of me. What did you want to know?
How many points have Liverpool got now?
82.
Right. So when they start the season now, and they played what? How many games have they played?
29.
Right. They played 29. So we get their points total for the 29 games. So what I'm saying is, you give the teams got the game in hand, the 3 points, everyone. So then they start the season with the points that they've got, like 89 points, 82 points they've got, yeah? They start their next season with 82 points. Arsenal start where they're starting. And that, to me, that's fair enough. And then they just play that 38 game, and what they end up at the end of next season, they'll be probably champions anyway. So what I'm trying to say is, so they don't lose anything from this season, because it would be harsh, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
I know people say people's lives are more important, but these guys will work their balls off for this title, and You know,
Liverpool this
it would
year
be
is
very hard.
Liverpool this year is a work of sporting art. They deserve the title,
Yeah,
and I think it's cruel to take it away from them.
exactly. So that's how I would see it. But well, I mean, leave your comments how you would see it. I mean, you can't either than that, or give the pools panel the verdict on the last games of the season and see how the season finishes from there. But then you might have someone corrupt on that, giving it might be a Man City's fan and say Liverpool lose every game. So you can't really do that. No,
I don't envy the job of how they're going to fix this because
no,
not
I don't.
everybody's going to be happy. You just put up a thing by, I think, a guy called the Saint that said he wants the season finished no matter what, and
Yeah, yeah. Well,
everybody feels that way. But you know what you want and what we're going to get might be two different things.
exactly. So we'll see. I mean, these things are set to try us. I think whatever happens, someone's not going to be happy with it. Whatever happens.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
it's a matter. I think there could be a decision on Thursday. Another decision coming Thursday from the Premier League, which will be interesting to see. I'm hearing that the Champions League is going to be settled in like a mini tournament or something over a couple of weeks. So that would be interesting. I don't know if they're going to do that. If that's what they're going to do. Then got the FA Cup as well. That's got to be sorted out as well. So.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
let me ask you this, Claude. Would you be disappointed if we didn't win the FA Cup, considering we're back in the Europa League? If we win the FA Cup, would you? How disappointed would you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking you to say, "Oh, I don't want to win the FA Cup." We all want to win the FA Cup, but will you be a little disappointed because we're in the Europa League again?
What if the season gets cancelled? We're going to be in there again, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't really want to be in it, really, to be honest with you. No, but you know what? You say that, but then I'm going to ask you, Glenn. What about if we? I mean, we can't play them now. But what about if we'd have been playing Tottenham in the final? You wouldn't want to lose the FA Cup final, then, would you?
No, I would. I wouldn't care. No.
Yeah, exactly. Well, obviously.
That was an easy question. I thought you were coming with a hard one there. That's what she said.
Let me do this a minute. Let me do this a minute because my people can see me properly now. Sorry. Let's have a look if there's Nick. You're going to do it. It says to me, you're going to do a Claude and Ty show. Now I'm afraid, Nick, and for everyone that loves to watch the Claude and Ty show, do you watch it? Do you watch it, Glenn?
Of course I do. I love it. I absolutely love it. You two
right.
are like the Odd Couple. I'm sure you remember that show.
Yeah. Well, some people are calling us the old Jack and Vera out of Coronation Street, but anyway, I don't. You probably never watched that in the US.
It's on Netflix.
So one of these British soaps that we got. It's. I'm afraid that because of this virus, no one is. Everyone, all the staff have been laid off in the office, and there's no one about at the moment. So until it all gets resumed, there's no Claude and Ty show.
Oh, okay. So that's why Robbie's holed up in his house there doing those news reports.
Yeah.
No one can get there. Can I just go back to something real quick? You dismissed like I never watched.
I just want to say thanks to the Cheeks. Oh. You didn't give us a question, but thank you for the £2 or donation, mate. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Yeah, sorry, Glenn.
No, you were joking around. I wouldn't know about British soaps. I hope you don't hold this against me and never invite me back again. But I watched every single episode of Downton Abbey, so I don't even want to hear it. I know. Shut up. Just don't hold it against me. I love those period pieces. Shut up. Shut up. I know.
You know what? I've never seen one episode of that. You know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not exactly sure whether that is a soap or just a drama. If it's considered as a soap,
it's probably a mixture of both.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you know what? I've never seen one episode. I don't even know I've never seen it. To be honest with you, I'll have a look. I'll have a look at it.
No,
Have a
no,
look.
no, 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 no. I can just picture you now. You'll start questioning my sexuality when you watch it. No, no, no. Don't watch it. Absolutely don't watch Downton Abbey. Don't.
No, no.
All right, you want to know why? Here's why. I'm going to tell you why. All right, this is an embarrassing story. I have a friend who's a young lady, and she asked me, "You know any good like shows to start binging?" And knowing her taste, I said Downton Abbey. I didn't know she was going to watch it with her boyfriend, and halfway through the first episode, her boyfriend turned to her and said, "Is your friend gay?" So, talking about me, who suggested the show to her. So that's why I don't want you to watch it. You don't get it, do you?
No, I understand that. I understand that. I do understand that.
All right. So Claude, I've been watching you for years. All right. Don't watch Downton Abbey. Don't watch it. Now you're gonna watch it just because I keep saying not to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a slight peek at it. I want to see what.
Okay.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is. I'm hearing so many people going on about how good it was, but I've never seen one episode of it. So I will have to have a look at that.
Okay.
Um,
Well, if you do watch it, you're the crabby butler. Anyway, go ahead.
Nick says, same here in Cyprus on Saturday. The airport will be closed until end of April for the coronavirus. So Cyprus is on shutdown as well.
Yeah, the world is closed. Hopefully we'll be able to finish the season.
Do you know what? I was going into my supermarket today, and this is what really winds me up, is that all this panic and cleaning the shelves out, because there's not enough. People don't consider each other, do they?
No.
Just take enough for yourselves. You don't need to panic buy like that. I couldn't believe there was hardly anything on the shelves, mate. It's really, really poor.
As I was telling you, I was telling you in the beginning of the show, people are just selfish, man. They're just selfish, buying more than they need. They're just selfish.
Yeah. So let's see if there's anything else coming through. I know you're a. Did I just cut? Was you just coming home from work when I caught you? Sorry to the way.
What? No. I was I was doing something for my wife that's very boring, but I finished it in time to come on and thank you again. So no, don't worry about it. I'm semi-retired.
I'd love to come one day when I've got enough money. I will come to the USA. It's one place I'd love to go to. I've never been. It's a beautiful place. Well, Robbie tells me they really had a good time over there, him and troops.
What state are we talking about? Oh, New Orleans, where they just were?
Yeah, it was really good.
I'll party with you in New Orleans. That would be hysterical. Oh, my God. But right now, no one can go nowhere, Claude. So stop fantasizing. Let's get this Premier League finished.
I'm lucky to get the Manor House at the moment, and I'm in Finsbury Park, so it's not, which is about 200 yards up the road. So how am I going to get to the States? Yeah, it's so depressing though, because Glenn, at the weekend I was going for. You know what? It's getting that bad. I'm watching old videos of Arsenal. I mean, things like that, and I'm watching, the great games we had in the past, which brings back great memories. But also watching old films. And I've got to do this for another 3 or 4 weeks. It's hard work. It's bad enough when we have that international break now and again.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine now? No football now. We could possibly have no football for about another 15, 16 weeks. I can't go without football for 16 weeks.
No,
I'll do my brain in, mate. I'll do my brain in.
People are already starting to lose it. We all try to deal with it in our own way. I've been playing FIFA 20 more than I ever have. I started a whole Arsenal season over so I could have the current squad. I missed them so much. I'm just sitting there. I miss it so much. Like you say, 12 weeks probably we're looking at minimum. How the F are we going to do that? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh,
No, it's hard.
I just start to pass time. This is this is on Amazon Prime if you guys have it. I started watching World War II Diary. It's a 93-hour documentary with every day from World War II done one by one since the invasion of Poland. That's how I'm passing the time.
Oh,
A
dear.
93-hour documentary. I'm only into
Yeah.
the beginning of 1940. I've been watching it for a week and a half.
Yes.
We all deal with it in our own ways, Claude. You're just
Yeah,
gonna have.
it is hard.
You gotta find. You gotta find something. You
Yeah,
gotta find something else.
I don't know, mate. But even today, when I went out for breakfast this morning, there's hardly anyone about. It's like it's like people are now already scared to come out now already. It's really it's an incredible situation. I haven't seen anything like it in my lifetime. I
have a regular pizza place I go to. Always packed. They know my name. I ordered 2 pies today to pick up. When I walked in there, they were like, Glenn! And there was nobody in the friggin' place. You know, I don't know how these poor businesses are going to cope over the next few months.
Yeah, it's difficult. So, yeah.
You know, it's like
are all the bars shut there where you are? Are the bars shut or?
No, I got one just down the block from me, and I looked for that last night because I had to run out to the local convenience store to get something, and there were like 2 cars in the parking lot. So no, the pubs/bars are not closed yet.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of these messages, people are even putting Corona by their names now. This is how fucking silly it's getting. Wait a minute. What's this? Who's this? Lawrence says, 1 minute. Have a 26 team Premier League next season. What do you think of that then?
That's a lot.
Rather than yeah, it's too many.
That's a lot of games.
Because then you've got because it's been the Euros are going to be next season instead. That'll run into that, and they'll have to abandon that again.
Yeah. So they'll have to like cancel the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup to do that. That's just too many games.
I think I don't know what. I mean, there's a way. Playing the games now behind closed doors, would that help? I suppose. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we've got to have a finish. Whatever we do, I mean, it's got the last resort has got to be the void. I think whatever we do, we've got to think of something to try and get this season finished. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, but the selfish part of me can't even imagine a Premier League game without a crowd. But yes, I do understand what you're saying. But even closed doors, they still gotta have some staff come to like open stuff, right? And you know, it's more than just the players saying who's got the keys, you know, going to the Emirates.
Chadwick's come on, yeah. And he says here in Denver, all restaurants and bars are closed, but you can order out and pick up. So that's another. I suppose every different parts of the states are different. I suppose, aren't they?
Yeah, that's at least you know, as long as these small businesses don't start going out of business because of this, whatever it takes, that's fine.
So Zane has just put another. Thank you very much for that, Zane. He's going, Paul. Why don't you and Ty go to Vegas and party with the strippers?
Oh, I would think those two things go hand in hand, don't you?
Yeah,
if Claude's in Vegas with Ty.
You'll never, ever, let me tell you something, you'll never get Ty to go in a strip bar. Never in a million years. Ty doesn't drink for a start.
Okay.
He don't drink alcohol. He doesn't drink alcohol. So he might have an orange juice, but he won't go in there. He's very strict. He's very strict on things like that.
Does he smoke? Oh, wait, he can't smoke, Herb. He drives a school bus.
He don't smoke. He don't drink. I don't know what he does, mate, but anything, you don't do any of them. So I think it'd be very, very hard to get Ty in a strip bar.
Is
Um,
he is he a priest? Why I don't I
eh?
don't. Or never mind, never
Well,
mind.
he's not far off. Let's put it that way. He's a nice guy, but he's not
Oh,
far
of
off being
course
a
he
priest.
is. I
Yeah, yeah.
love Ty. I'm
Uh,
surprised. I did not know that.
do you know he annoyed me the other night? The other day we done the what you call it? We done our show, and he can be very annoying. But I had to laugh at him. I had to laugh at him. He was going on about. He said that Arsenal did not deserve to go out against Olympiacos. And I said over the two legs, Ty, because I'm honest, there's no bias with me. I said over the two legs, I think they deserved it. You know what he was going on about? He said they should have added 10 minutes on for their celebration when they scored the goal.
Oh my gosh.
10 minutes, he said, it should have been added on.
10 minutes.
That's what I was saying.
Oh,
We were cheated.
Ty.
He said we were cheated, he said. I said, Ty, man, Ty.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You know what I'm saying?
I must have missed that part. He said that during the show. I must have missed that part.
Anyway, thanks, Zane, for that. I just want to thank Zane for that. Thank you very much, Zane. That's your answer, Zane. Ty doesn't do strip bars, mate. I'm afraid.
Why is the movie
right.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin going in my head right
Mhm.
now? What? Nothing? Nothing? Oh, I love it that you didn't hear me, so I don't have to repeat it.
We had Carl Hester the other day on my channel.
I didn't. I haven't really been online.
You know Carl
on
Hester?
your show? Yeah, on your show?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Oh,
yeah.
shit. Hold on, Claude. I just hit something wrong. Can you see me?
Yeah, no, you can.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't worry. You can't be missed, Glenn. I can assure you. You can't be missed. You're one person no one will miss, mate. You're a character.
So Charlton Heston, did you ask him about Planet of the Apes? I'm kidding.
No, he was talking about the horror films because he's director of horror films, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there on my. I wasn't there, but it was on my channel. I had to do something else. I had to, because I leave the films to others in my other people because I'm not very good on the horror films. But
what do you like to do? What do you like to do in your spare time, Claude? If it's not football related.
Football related, I like to socialize, go pubs or bars, or I don't mind playing a game of snooker now and again.
Can I ask you without
golf? I don't mind playing golf. You don't like golf, do you?
I like golf. I'm married with kids. I'm dead. I don't get to go out anymore.
Yeah.
I used to play golf all the time. I need you to reverse for a second. Sorry, apologies to anybody that this will offend. What the hell is snook? You said you like to play snook.
Snooker.
Oh, snooker. What could you tell me what that is in like one sentence? What is snooker? Or is that something dirty?
It's a bigger version than pool. You know what you watch pool?
Oh, okay. Bigger version than pool. All right, I'll look it up. I never heard of it before.
What is it? You've got the red balls, then you've got the colours, and you have to hit them in sequence.
Is that what you and Kenny Ken do while you're yelling at each other in the pub?
You must have heard of snooker over there, surely.
We probably call it something else. I don't feel like looking it up right now.
You've never heard of Ronnie O'Sullivan, players like that? No,
sorry.
No, right. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. But then there are certain things. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I thought you would have heard of that. I thought you'd have heard of snooker, but that's fine. That's fine. But so what is as the American football? Yeah, like the American football, not the soccer. The American football, is that stopped as well? Is that stopped? I suppose that's all stopped now, isn't it?
MLS stopped. American football, their season ended a couple of months ago.
Oh, of course, that's right. With the Super Bowl,
baseball has postponed their season. Everything's there's no sports whatsoever to watch. I would even watch your Snooki thing right now. Snooka. Snooki was a reality show.
Snooker, and then look it up.
I will. But no, I'm in the same boat as you, dude. I don't know what I'm going to do without football. Someone on Twitter asked me, "Hey, how you doing with the virus?" I said, "My kids are home from school. My wife is working from home from work is working from home at work to work, and there's no football. That's how I'm effing doing. I don't know what else to say."
Yeah. Oh, so the kids are, yeah. So the kids
Kids
are
are
over
off.
there.
The wife is working from home. No football.
But
All I'm doing is watching movies and Pornhub.
so, but what I'm trying to say, you're now saying that over here the kids are still going to the bathroom. Maybe in the next couple of weeks that might change over here as
Oh,
well.
I just saw a teacher on Twitter say that the schools finally were closed there, Claude. They finally closed them. At least that's what I think he said. I don't know. I was
Let me
high.
see if there's any. Let's have a look and see if there's any comments coming in.
Any currents coming in?
Comments.
Oh,
Sorry,
comments.
sorry, mate. I'm not speaking well, am I?
That's all right.
Do you play billiards over there?
When I used to go out with my friends, that's pool, right?
That's No, it's another game.
Oh no, we used to play pool. I was never any good at it. Sorry, if Glenn, do you think Arsenal will drop in value and Kroenke will sell? Arsenal.
Yeah, it's another.
I don't know how Arsenal can drop in value. I mean, we can drop in the standings, but the team is they're one of the most popular teams in the world. I don't think the value will drop. It's just a matter of getting Kroenke out.
Yeah.
I mean, when the old guy kicks off, I mean, what's his son gonna do? Josh, is that his name? Yeah, Josh. Maybe he can't take abuse. He'll sell.
I think Josh has taken more of a hands-on role now, anyway. So because actually Stan wasn't really doing anything else. If he came once a year, you'd be very surprised. But
Josh is in the outhouse with me because I thought he did a very good job before the season started, getting Pepe and fixing a couple other things. But he said in January, we're not going to stop in January. What we get in January?
Yeah, Glenn, in defence, it's not easy to get anyone in January. It's very hard. It's very hard to get any quality because teams won't let players go at that, and also the value. If you really want someone, you have to pay over the odds.
Is that the first time you ever stuck up for Josh Kroenke? Because it feels kind of feels historic.
I don't actually blame. I blame so much. I blame the recruitment more than anything.
Okay.
I think sometimes if you look at it, we've spent our net spend, right, is about the same as Liverpool's, and look where Liverpool are. So what I've got to say to all that then is that maybe it's not the money, it's where you're spending it on. So I'm not too, but then you could say that they are the ones employing those people that are recruiting. But it's not. If someone say, if you go to the board and he gives you £35 million, for example, and you spend it on Xhaka, he's giving you that money, hasn't he? And if you've gone and wasted it on someone like Xhaka, whose fault is it? You know what I'm saying?
No, you're absolutely right. I'm not arguing with you on this one. If Arsene Wenger retired after he won that last FA Cup, then Klopp probably would have been our manager, and we might be doing quite well right now because we spend our money more efficiently and wisely. But no, Wenger stayed, and then we went through the succession of failure, and we did not make a lot of right decisions. So right now, instead of lamenting about the past, how do we fix it going forward? What do we need, Claude, in the summer? Pretend everything's fine. What do we need in the summer to fix this team?
Before I answer this question, can you get famous street singing if you're good? Thanks for the donation, but I don't actually understand the question there. Do you understand that question there?
It sounds like Ezekiel is asking, if you're a singer on the street, can you become famous?
If you're good, if you're that good,
Yeah, well,
Anything's possible. What was you saying? Sorry, Glenn. Let's go. Thank you for that.
I'm just, well, you're correctly 100% correct. We have not spent wisely. We got a lot of dead wood on the team. But what I'm asking you is, okay, most Arsenal fans agree with that. What would you fix first, Claude, if you were running things?
Well, I would clear most of that back four out for a start. I don't. Also, what I would do is get a. It doesn't. You know what, Glenn? It don't have to be. It don't have to be a what you call it a fancy sign that costs millions and millions. It needs a player that can just be disciplined in front of the back four and just hold. No, don't be too attack. Just hold that back four. Just do the simple thing, like Liverpool got with Henderson. Do the simple thing. Hold the ball and just give it to the players to play who can play. That's what we need there. Also, I think we need. I do think we need. I do think we need another right back in because I think Hector Bellerin. I think he's not quite recovering from that injury, and he's injured again.
Yeah, he needs someone pushing him for his job. He's too injury prone, and I completely agree with you. But the only thing that we might slightly disagree is if we had someone like Henderson, just staying back. I think that would significantly improve us immediately to a top 4 team.
Yeah, we're always no 100%. These players, they don't cost a fortune. So it's not always about spending big money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, where is it? Where was it? Curtis Shaw TV. He's come up with something. Glenn, what do American Gooners think about Donkey?
Oh, that was answered in the preseason. If you watch those AFTV videos, the fans let him have it. So no, you have to split it. Of course, there's American football fans with his dumb Rams, and then there's real football fans that are Arsenal fans, and they don't like him. Don't like him at all. Just look at those AFTV videos, booing him, yelling stuff. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Glenn, while I'm at it, I want to hope. I think Loomis didn't sound too well tonight. I hope I get well soon, Loomis.
Loomis is sick.
I saw him on the Instagram tonight. And he's recovering. Hopefully he'll get well soon. And I don't think he's got the virus. He said he hasn't got the corona thing, but he's on the mend. I just want to wish him well. I know you had a good time out with Lumos in America.
Yes. Oh, so much fun. We got so wasted. It was so much fun. Feel better, Loomis. But getting back to Curtis's question, nobody likes Kroenke. Nobody. Don't think we're all the same. We all have different opinions. Nobody likes Kroenke. Nobody.
Yeah, what's this? No one in America likes.
No,
he's not well liked by the other sport fans, are they? What do you call it?
The Rams. American football. He owns the Rams and he owns a basketball team, but I forget who he owns because I don't give a crap about him. And whatever. Yeah. I just want him to go away.
Yeah, he's more about investment rather than winning trophies, isn't he? Over there in America.
Yeah, of course he is.
He's actually said that when he. My interest is more about making sure that my investment is. But having said that, with that criticism I've got with him, what I'm saying, he has given Arsenal money to spend, and with it. And we are, at the end of the day, we have decided to go down the self-sustaining model. So you can, with the self-sustaining model, you can only spend what the club brings in, and also those shareholders did sell to him, so they can't complain I heard Nina Bracewell-Smith complaining about it, but she's the one that sold him the shares as well. So, you know, reap what you sow.
Look,
You know
look,
what I'm saying?
we want our owner to be a fan of the team, and he's not.
Yeah, no, it's not.
To
No.
most of these millionaires and billionaires, it's just a money-making
Mm.
toy owning a team. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we want. We want someone that loves the club, that's there for the games, or at least some games. But what I think is going to happen, Claude, and I hate to
There's one.
say, I hate to say this, is I think with financial fair play, that the blame is going to
Yeah.
go off of Kroenke a little bit, because we don't want to be like Manchester City, and if
Yeah.
you
Also, it's how we spend the money, and that's
Mhm.
what's going to be the true testament. I'll let you answer this question from Nick. Thank you very much, Nick, for that. One player from Spurs to play at Arsenal. Which one, mate?
One player. Oh man, no matter how I answer, I'm gonna get ripped. Kane, go ahead, yell at me.
Someone was asking me today. I'm going to ask you, Kev, because I couldn't answer that. He said, "Would you
Wait,
wear?"
you get away with not answering it, and I had to answer it?
No, but
Ah!
I'm going to ask you. Because someone was asking me, would you wear a Tottenham shirt if it meant Arsenal were going to win the Champions League?
You asking you guys are way different than I am. I can't speak for any other fans in America, but you guys with the, oh my God, I'd rather cut off my left nut than wear a Spurs jersey. No. I'll wear a Spurs jersey if you buy me Burger King for dinner. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it off. So it's not the same thing here.
Oh,
You guys. You guys are crazy with that. What would you do?
I'll have to edit that one out.
You guys are nuts with that shirt wearing stuff. That is one culture clash I can't understand.
I'll tell you something now. I'll tell you something. I put this on the coach to Ty, yeah? I said, Ty, if someone gave you £1 million, but you had to wear the Tottenham shirt for a week, would you do it? Right? He said, not in a million years. I said, it's $1 million. Someone presents you that. He said, I'm not interested. I don't care about it.
Oh, I remember that, and that's when I realized that you people are insane. That's right, I remember that. That was about a year ago.
Oh, you heard that on the phone?
Yeah, I remember that. I told you I watched the show. I remember that, and that's when I realized you people were insane.
That's loyalty for you, man. That is loyalty.
One person's loyalty is another person's insanity. You crack, Claude. You always crack me up. Even when I disagree with you, you crack me up. It's funny, man.
I'm only saying what Ty said. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
All right. Listen, Glenn, thank you so much for coming on, mate.
Are you kidding me? I get to go one-on-one with the legendary Claude?
No, I don't know about legend. More like legend.
But I thank you so much, and I thank everybody who watches and will watch this later.
I just wanted to see what the reaction was from the States. I hope everyone stays safe and well and gets over this horrible virus. And hopefully we can all get back to football very, very soon.
Yes, I agree. Everybody stay safe except Stan Kroenke. Go lick a subway pole. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Stay safe. With my luck, he'll friggin' die. No, Stan Kroenke, I don't wish death on you. I don't.
No. Listen, mate, thank you very much for joining me, and it's been a great pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for
my pleasure.
Over here in Britain, who's come on the comments. Please like, share. The more you like, the more content I'll be able to put out in the future. There's a lot of things coming up on my channel very soon. I'm sure. I hope Glenn will be.
Are you kidding me? All you got to do is ask.
Yeah, thank as once now. I can't thank you enough for coming on at such late notice. Thanks, Glenn, and take care, everyone.
Yes, take
Say
care. Bye
goodbye
bye.
to everyone, Glenn.
Goodbye.